Hello friends, today we are going to start a new topic which is determinants. Determinants is the third topic in 11th standard maths which you are going to learn. So first of all, let us begin with an example of determinant. As you can see here, this is a determinant. You can see this is an example of 2 into 2 determinant. I'll draw here one more determinant. It will be an example of 3 into 3 determinant. In 3 into 3 determinants we have 3 rows and 3 columns. As you can see here, I have drawn example of 3 into 3 determinant. This is an 3 into 3 determinant and this is 2 into 2 determinant. This one you would have learnt in the lower standards, and this one and another which is 4 into 4 determinant you will learn in coming standards, that is 12th standard. So there are mainly three types of determinants: 2 into 2, 3 into 3 and 4 into 4. But today we are going to learn just 2 into 2 determinants, 3 into 3 determinants, and sign conventions and some properties of determinants. So let us begin. So now let us begin with solving this 2 into 2 determinant. As you can see here, we have got a question of 2 into 2 determinant we are going to solve. I know many of you would be knowing it how to solve, but still I'll solve it for you. So first of all, we'll multiply this and subtract it from this into this. So our sum would be 1 into 4 minus 2 into 3. You saw what happened. I multiplied this upper one with this lower one and this upper one with this lower one. So our next step would be 1 into 4, which is 4, and 2 into 3 is 6, and we'll multiply it by minus, so we will get minus 6. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So the answer of this question is minus 2. Now we'll solve this 3 into 3 determinants. Let me take one example of 3 into 3 determinant. So we have taken this as our example. As you can see, I have drawn a 3 into 3 determinant and taken one example. So see how we'll solve. First, if we are solving by row method, there are two methods to solve determinants of 3 by 3: row method or column method. So in row method, first we will take in row or column, both we will take first this. So we'll write here 1, then we'll draw a determinant. See, so once we have taken this, then this whole line will get cancelled. Then we'll come here, we'll write this part: 0, 4, minus 2, minus 3. You saw we didn't took any number of this 2, 3, 1, minus 1 or 1. We just took the 0, 4, minus 2 and minus 3. Now if we are solving by row method, then we'll go to the next one, which is 2. So I'll teach you sign convention in the coming part. So here we will take minus 2. I'll tell you why in coming times. I'll tell you why. So here 2. So we'll cancel this row and this column. So we'll take minus 1, 1, 4 and minus 3. See, so we didn't took any number of this row and this column, as this has got cancelled. So now we'll take this plus 3. I'll teach you sign convention. 1, minus 1, 1, 0 and minus 2. Here also we didn't took any number of this row or this column. So now our next step would be 1. We'll solve it this way: minus 3 into 0 is 0, minus 4 into minus 2 is minus 8, bracket close. Now minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 1 is 3, minus 4 ones are 4, plus 3, minus 2 into minus 1 is 2, minus 0 ones are 0. Our next step would be 1 into minus and minus is plus, so this will become 0 plus 8, and 0 plus 8 is 8, so it will be 1 into 8. Now this will be minus 2 into 3 minus 4 is minus 1, and next step would be plus 3, and 2 minus 0 is 2, therefore multiply by 2. 1 8 is 8. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Plus 3 into 2 is 6. So our answer would be 8 plus 2 plus 6 equals to 16. So you saw how we solved this determinant. So now let us begin by understanding a note of this. See, you can solve this 3 into 3 determinant by 6 methods. 3 by row and 3 by column method, that is first row, second row, third row, and first column, second column, third column. So how many? 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So you can solve it by 6 methods. So hope you would have understand. Let us go to our next topic. So now we are going to understand the sign convention. See, sign convention is a very important topic while we are solving determinants, as it helps us to keep up the points and where we have to put which sign. There are only two signs which are used in sign convention of determinants. That is, one is plus sign and second one is negative sign. And specifically we are talking about the 3 into 3 determinants. So this one is mainly about 3 into 3 determinant, which we just solved before 2-3 seconds before. So in the sign convention of determinants, plus means do not change the sign and minus means do change the sign. That is, for example, in the last example we saw that there was minus 2 and minus 2, minus 1, 4, 1 and minus 3. So there wait, I'll show you the example. See, here we had taken minus 2 and since there was a minus sign here we had taken minus sign, and this one was plus, so plus minus became here minus. So that is what I meant to say by changing the sign. If there is a plus sign here, here we'll consider a plus sign, and here also plus sign, so it will not change, it will remain plus 1 only, and it will not become minus sign until it is a minus. So let us see by an example. See, for example, we get an example say called 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 and 17. We are given this example, and now you tell me how we'll put the sign convention. We'll put it as odd even, plus minus plus, here plus minus plus, so here it will be minus plus minus. Now here minus, so here it will be plus minus plus. This is the way how we'll put the sign convention. So we'll write it as, here it is plus, here also plus, so we'll write it as plus 1. There's no need to put a plus sign, and in bracket 9, 11, 15, 17. There's no need to put the sign here inside, because we'll just put this plus minus sign outside. We'll close it. Here plus sign is there, it is plus 3, but here minus, so minus means do change the sign, so we'll change it to minus 3, and it will be 7, 13, 11 and 17. How I told you that if this number is considered, then this row and this column would get cancelled, and we'll consider these points. And now plus 5, because here plus sign is there. In bracket, this row cancelled, this column cancelled, we'll get 7, 9, 13 and 15. And by solving this, you can get your answer, perfect answer. So now we are going to see some properties of determinants. Properties are very important in each and every topic. In last lecture when I had taught you logarithm, there also I had told you that how important the properties are. So here we'll see the properties. Here one more thing, here properties don't mean formulas. Here properties are just their properties and not formulas. So it just happens in logarithm. So properties. In first property, in determinants we will take common from either any row or any column. For example, here it is given 2, 7, 4 and 9. So in 2 and 7 you can't take any common. In 4 and 9 you can't take any common. So in rows we can't take. Now let's check out in columns. So in this first row we can take 2 as common. So we'll write it as, we'll take 2 as common outside, and 2 ones are 2, so here we'll write 2, and 2 twos are 4, so here we'll write 2, and we'll copy down this as it is. And second one says, in determinants, if we start to multiply or divide, then it will be possible either on any row or on any column. See how I had told you that if we are doing any examples, I'll show you. We had seen that if we are taking this one, so we'll not consider these two questions, we'll then consider this. If we are taking this question, we'll not consider this row and this column, we'll consider these two and these two. So that is what it means to say here, that in determinants, if we want to multiply or divide, then it will be possible either on any row or any column. Means here also, if you want to take any common, you can take either in any row or in any column. You can't take this by cross multiplication or etc. Next one is, if in any determinant either two rows or two columns are same, then the value of determinant is 0. For example, let us say that we have taken a determinant as, for example, let us take one determinant which is, for example, 3 by 3 it is, and all is just 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1. So its answer would be automatically 0. We can't find answer if all the numbers are just 1. Means if all the numbers are same, for example here 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 or till infinity, any numbers there, so its answer would be 0. So now let's see the fourth property. If in any determinant either any row or any column is 0, then the value of the determinant is also 0. For example, here in place of 2, if it was 0, then the value of this whole determinant would have become 0. Hope you would have understand. Let's go to our next property, which is fifth one. While solving questions of determinants, always first simplify the determinant if possible by taking common. See here how it was 2 4 7 9, then we took 2 as common, and then it became 2 outside and 1 2 7 9. So here they have tried to say that while solving questions of determinant, always first simplify the determinant if possible by taking a common. You can take out a common so that you can reach the answer very easily. Now let us see the operations on determinants. Operations are used to simplify the determinants. Means these operations, they are used to simplify the determinants, to make the determinants a bit simple to solve. Second, operations will be performed either by any row or any column. In whole determinants, everything takes place either in any row or in any column. Third one, operations are mainly used to minimize calculations. Means these operations help you out to minimize your calculation so that you can directly focus on your question and you can solve the question as quickly as possible. So that's what the role of operations in determinants is. So hope you would have understood something from this topic determinants. It is very easy to understand, and I had taught you some single question solving, but in the upcoming part of this determinants video, I'll solve the questions of determinants, a few very hard questions and a few very easy questions. There you will understand that how to imply these properties and these operations and how can you simplify your questions. So hope you like the video. Like the video, share the video with your family and friends, and do subscribe our channel and help us to motivate ourselves to make this video like this more. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.